and abuse. In August, Oklahoma. A house of secrets and abuse. In August, Oklahoma City police got a tip that a man had multiple children with his stepdaughter. That report would unravel a.
Yo, the crime of incest is rising more and more as we hit 2024. We're already in 2024. Like, it's crazy. This story was 3 weeks ago. It hurts my heart to hear stories like this because I don't know. I could never understand, and can't nobody ever get me to understand how a father could see their child as their lover. Like, it disgusts me. It turns my stomach upside down. And there's women out here like that too, like women that end up having kids with their own kids. Like, oh my God.
Family and shake an entire community. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Jessica Shamba.
I'm Evan Onstadt. Tonight we are hearing for the first time from the adult children on life behind those closed doors, as well as the hero who would turn him in. KOCO's Kylie Thomas has the exclusive story you'll only see on 5.
This cul-de-sac in southeastern Oklahoma City looks like any other. But inside this yellow house was a man with a secret, and one woman would unearth the truth.
It just took someone paying attention. And believe it or not, he was telling on himself every single day. No.
And it's crazy though, because people out here say they pay attention, and what they do in a lot of situations is instigate. All you gotta do is just really, really pay attention, gather your evidence, have your receipts in hand, and then boom, you're able to do some stuff. That's why I look up to the people that be like, yo, I'm expose this, and they got their receipts. Yo, them people right there, I got mad respect for. Like, I can't say like, yo, you accusing this person of what? Like, where's your? But she had her proof, yo. And because she sat here and she paid attention, gathered all the evidence, and took the right steps, this is where they at. Like, shout out to this lady. Shout out to this old head.
No one listened.
A family of 11 lived here. Mom, dad, and 9 children, hidden away from the world.
They never left the house only with him.
The children had never been to school, the doctors, or even a movie theater, all to conceal a secret they never knew was wrong. Their dad's relationship.
Yo, that's crazy. And no wonder the old head noticed. Other people wouldn't have paid that no attention, yo. You know what they would have been paying attention to? The parent that's out here doing what they gotta do. While there's a parent over here acting suspicious and they don't move one hand or speak up to, say, yo, something's not right. So shout out to this old head because she paid close attention and noticed that there was something off with this family.
With their stepsister.
Did you know that the younger kids were your dad's kids too?
That I already knew about. I never knew that it was anything wrong with it.
We just grew up like if it was normal to us.
At 12 years old, their oldest sister had her first baby with their dad, according to court documents. She gave birth to 4 more inside this home. KOCO sat down with 3 of the siblings who wanted to share their story.
So when she had her first baby, you were just little.
Yeah, I think I was 7 or 8.
Did you ever question why you guys weren't allowed to leave the house more?
Not too much, because Dad always said that he didn't want us to get hurt, or because he protecting us because of the people that are outside.
But that would all change.
I was looking for someone to paint the ceilings, and he answered the ad.
Doris Cole hired the father in 2017 as a contractor. She was opening several businesses at 10th and May.
They looked really crazy every day. From the clothes that they wore, from the smell.
He started taking 2 of his teenage daughters to work, and Doris picked up on something she couldn't let go.
They couldn't read, they couldn't write.
He tried to homeschool us, and then it went from trying to not doing.
And the speech was really bad. When I first met her, I thought she had an accent.
She would question the family's homeschooling.
She kind of sounded like she had some type like mental health issues, like Down syndrome, something like that. There's another There's another, I forgot what it is, but I don't want to put my foot
The
in my
father's
mouth. So
persistent phone alerts and the van packed full of food and
it could be autistic too.
clothing. But there was nothing overtly wrong.
Every day it was driving me insane because there's nothing I could do about it. It was nothing I had to tell the cops.
Until she met the stepdaughter.
The first time I met her was in the hallway. And I said, man, that girl looked like she just had a child. She was young.
Stepdaughter.
And he was looking at her as if she was some sort of candy. I started putting stuff together. I said, okay.
Let me ask y'all out there. Can y'all tell the difference? You know, when a man sits here and is lusting over a little kid, over a grown man that is trying to protect the little kid?
Hey, maybe those kids are hers and his.
The family became distant. Doris believes it was because she was asking too many questions. But they came back 2 years later looking for work.
Now, this time I said, okay, I'm not letting this guy get away until I figure out what's going on.
And this time, the father told her the truth.
He said, well,
Oh, wow.
this is not my daughter, just one of the kids. This is my lover, and that's my wife. I said,
Yo!
what?
After 7 years, Doris had the proof she needed.
I seen him kissing her. And I said, you know what? This is it. I called the police.
Detectives began interviewing the family.
Worried he would take them and run, Doris let them stay in one of her homes as she worked with police without the family knowing.
And on September 21st, police surrounded the home, but Dad wasn't there.
They'd asked me if I knew where he was, and I said, well, he's at his other house. He said he was coming back. And so I called him, and I said, hey, you know, the police are at the house. He's like, did they see the kids?
What was the feeling inside of your house?
I was hurt because my dad took forever to come.
The adult kids were left alone with their secret siblings.
Yo, this is crazy. These kids grew up thinking that it was normal that their older sister and their dad was in a relationship. Like, this shows you how sick this world is out here, that there are some sick people, there's some real sexual deviants out here. Like,
waiting for their dad to face up to the crime.
And amazed, at the same time, amazed and shocked that I'm looking at this entire family I've never seen before. I've seen bits and pieces, and the condition that the little ones were in. I never.
Would any of y'all have been as brave as this lady, and when y'all noticed that there was something that wasn't right in somebody's house, would y'all do what she did, collect the evidence and call the cops so an investigation can get started and save them kids? Or would y'all just turn all the cheeks that y'all don't got to turn?
Imagine.
Court documents reveal the kids had poor hygiene, foul odor, lack of dental care, and were sleeping on one heavily soiled mattress on the floor. Investigators say 2 of the children were nonverbal. After 3 hours, Dad finally showed up.
I stood there on the porch. I didn't get to see his face up front, but I saw him from the porch. That was one of the...
Hashtag rest in peace to all the predators, yo. We building caskets in this bitch.
most satisfying days probably in my life, to watch him go get in the police car.
All right, take a seat for me.
Both mom and dad were arrested. The father's charged with 3 counts of sexual abuse of a child, 5 counts of child neglect, and 3 counts of child abuse. His wife is charged with multiple charges for enabling neglect and sexual abuse.
Both see her also as a victim. Do you see that too?
Now, yes.
You don't think she should be arrested?
No.
Court documents reveal.
That's why I'm confused. If he was abusing his stepdaughter and the whole time she was a victim, and that's because she made it of age. yo, it's crazy to see situations like this because they grew up thinking that this is normal. This is not normal. And you know what? You never know when you're in a situation like this. You never know if somebody that moves into your community, into one of the houses in the block that you live in, are like this. Like, yo,
A child told forensic investigators her dad had touched her privacy because he was a doctor.
No, I never thought that dad would touch us or say anything sexual to us, so I never worried about it.
How did you watch that? How did you hold your daughter's hand while she's having a baby by your husband?
I can't hate him because he is a strong boy. I could only forgive them. I could only forgive my
wow.
dad. And
These kids have no hate. These kids have no hate. They have no hate towards their dad. Like they say they forgive their dad. They don't know what was going on. And you know it's crazy. I can relate because when what was happening to me was happening, I didn't understand it. I didn't know if it was right. I didn't know if it was wrong. But something deep down inside of me was like telling me just run, run, run. But these kids trusted that man. It's their father. I went through what I through, and it was my mom's husband, my sister's father, not mine. But the girl, like that stepdaughter, yeah, but she was being she was a baby having all these kids.
To be into God's hands.
Today, the adult kids still live in Doris's home and work for her. They're now enrolled in school.
I'm doing better at my reading. So I read a book yesterday.
Have their first IDs, are learning how to drive, and working to get their sister's children back to her from state custody.
Yo, not a lot of people would do something like that. This lady came and adopted these kids, yo. Like, yo, shout out to this old head.
You have a 26-year-old that can't read, can't write. How does she teach her kids that can't read or write how to write?
Now, looking back, do you feel grateful that Doris intervened?
Yes. Because she was helping us out.
It's just hard because I was the one that did it, but I'm also the one that's taking care of it.
Now, Doris hopes the community can wrap around this family and lift them up as they navigate life for the very first time.
So I'm hoping that that if there's anybody that wants to help, that is a genuine help. I mean, they've already been lied to and hurt their entire lives. So I'm hoping that their journey in this world and the people that run into them would remember that.
Reporting, Kylie Thomas, KOCO 5 News.
Wow. Like, I don't know, there could be fathers and there could be mothers out here that do that. But incest is at a high time right now. It's like real high right now. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around this shit. He had 9 kids with his stepdaughter. 9 kids with his stepdaughter. And they arrested her. Like, I would like to know what y'all think. Me, in my personal opinion, I don't think she should have been arrested. I think she should have been in some type of program, receiving some type of support because she is a victim. It's a shame we're in 2024. A lot of the services, a lot of the programs that we had back then, we don't have no more. This is a touchy topic, but hey, this is what I bring. I bring touchy topics that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And all we could do is just try to bring solutions to the table and, bring our opinions and our honest opinions, breaking it straight down the middle. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And this is why I bring these reaction videos to y'all. I would love to know what y'all think when it comes to a situation where this father abused his stepdaughter and had 9 children. Like, he should be behind bars, but jail, in my opinion, is a reward for him. He should be 7 feet underground. Yo, rest in peace to Hashtag rest in peace to all the predators, because we building caskets up in this joint. Until next time, it's y'all Shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day.